Hey there Cosmic Warriors, and welcome back to another video. And if you are new here, my name is Hannah. I am a Western Practical Astrologer. Okay, so in today's video we're going to be talking all about the symbol of Sagittarius. What does it really mean? Stay tuned and find out. But before we do dive into today's video, don't forget to subscribe, hit that like button and click the bell. And if you are interested in any of my services, then you can visit my website, hannahselsewhere.com. There you can also find my practical astrology ebooks guide, merch, cheat sheets, all that good stuff. All the links to these products will be in the description box down below. And if you want extra astrology content early, plus daily forecasts and guides, head on over to my Patreon. And I do just want to say thank you so much to my patrons for all of your support. I do hope that you find this video to be helpful today. Let's do this. Okay, so as most of you probably know here, the symbol of Sagittarius is the centaur. So as you can see from this glyph, it shows what looks like a bow and arrow. Pretty straightforward. It's this symbol that is linked with the archer / the centaur archetype. Now, centaurs were known for being wild and inhospitable creatures. They would often give into their animal passions and desires. Now, we talked about centaurs in the Sagittarius mythology video, and looking here at Greek mythology, how centaurs were often intoxicated, they had bad tempers, they would start fights, they did terrible things, they lacked morality, resulting in them making many enemies. However, there was a certain centaur who was known for being mystical and wise. That centaur was Chiron. Therefore, it's the symbol of Sagittarius that represents the duality playing out. Wild versus wise. Mortal versus immortal. The bow and arrow signify the flight and the adventure into unknown territories and experiences. It's about expanding the scope of view so that new opportunities can be gained. And by doing so, we gain knowledge, we gain wisdom, we learn from our experience, we learn from what we discover. We then teach others what we have learned. But in order to plunge ourselves forward into something new, we must take a leap of faith. We must keep positive. Therefore, the symbol of Sagittarius, well, it is about growth, it's about expansion, it's about widening our horizons. It shows our desire to quest, discover, and reach new heights of awareness through gaining more knowledge. It encourages us to question knowledge as well, whilst also simultaneously teaching others about the knowledge we have gained. We realize that our time on earth is limited, mortal, but the experience and knowledge gained is, well, it's limitless, immortal. Meaning that it's Sagittarius that teaches us the importance of keeping ourselves open to the world around us. But you know what? Let's turn our attention to archers for a moment. After all, in Latin, Sagittarius means archer. Let's explore some symbolism associated with the archer. How very Sagittarius of me. Do you remember that god Apollo was recognized as a god of archery, music and dance and so on, and Apollo was Chiron's foster father. Apollo taught Chiron the likes of medicine, herbs, music, archery, hunting, etc. He helped him really rise above his beastly nature. Chiron's peaceful character and intelligence are attributed to Apollo and Artemis. They helped raise him. Now, Chiron was a great teacher. He was also an astrologer. He taught the likes of Jason and Hercules and Achilles. But essentially, Chiron was taught by two professional archers. According to Meaning Library, the archer symbolizes accuracy, balance, and calmness. But it is frequently associated with focus and concentration. So looking at accuracy first. The slightest mistake can mean the difference between hitting the target and missing it entirely. Therefore, accuracy is everything. Perhaps this symbolizes our own aim, how we aim at a chosen target, and how such targets signify our aspirations in life. How well we hit the target matters when it comes to our success, when it comes to things that we want to achieve. Focus also matters, but it's about being focused on the right things. This relates to the sign of Sagittarius quite well because this is a sign that can be overwhelmed by choice, a sign that can point toward too many targets at times. And so a challenge we can face when it comes to how this sign shows up in our charts is, well, focus. And so this is about being clear about our intentions, about our goals, about what we wish to achieve. And Sagittarius can learn this and can do this very, very well. But just to look at one more thing here, let's touch on calmness. It is important to remain calm when shooting at a target. If we want to hit the target, we must settle our nerves. We must be careful. However, Sagittarius is known for its movement. Sagittarius is not such a slow and steady energy. Therefore, perhaps it is important to remain calm wherever Sagittarius shows up in our charts. Then again, of course, Sagittarius does have a calming side, right? We've got to think of the duality once again here. Much like Chiron was able to tame or transcend his animal urges, perhaps we too can calm our own animal urges and temptations. Now, do keep in mind that Sagittarius in the chart can show up as excess and as overindulgence as well. Though at the same time, this sign also looks at excitement and enthusiasm, okay? Even thinking about gratitude. We can experience joy and happiness and gratitude and positivity, especially thinking about the types of things we are grateful for. Yeah, really just counting our blessings, being thankful. I guess the main thing here, though, is being cautious of becoming carried away, right? Carried away by it all. And also the tendency to inflate our own importance or the importance of something outside of ourselves. Indeed, perhaps the archer, so this archer symbolism, looks at our ability to be precise and to remain patient, to remain calm and steady. We can also remain cool and collected in heated discussions. Such characteristics Sagittarius comes to learn. This mutable fire sign is so much about being expansive and freedom loving. This is about being optimistic and eager. We spread our wings and we explore. We add to what we create. We see what we would like to improve as well. I mean, Sagittarius can have such high standards. And we look at how we can grow, how we would like to further ourselves creatively, what new knowledge we can gain. This is a sign of changing life, changing energy, spreading energy. This is about being a visionary, searching for meaning and seeking new opportunities, believing in yourself, believing in your talents, in your gifts, believing in your potential, and actively choosing to create with them. And we are blessed when we do. Think about the tarot cards, the Magician and the Temperance cards. These cards represent Sagittarius very, very well because firstly, the Magician card is so much about being creative, using our gifts, our talents, focusing on a goal and making things possible. This is about believing in yourself, in your greatness, and producing the most amazing results. And then when looking to the Temperance card, well, this is about avoiding excess and it's about practicing moderation, being able to tame that part of us that is overindulgent, the part of us that can go overboard, the part of us that can bite off more than we can chew. Sagittarius can sometimes make promises it cannot fulfill, and so the Temperance card looks at recognizing all sides and finding a middle ground. This is really about balance. And remember, I said that balance is linked to archery. One must be balanced if they are to hit the target. Essentially, this card looks at our ability to bring everything together into a nice symphony. See, within each wise centaur, there is this wild and unruly centaur as well. And this isn't a bad thing. I think this indicates our ability to give into our impulses and our urges from time to time, provided it's not harmful, right? It is also possible to live too much in the immortal side of Sagittarius, where we act high and mighty and victorious. And then what we do is we can condemn others when they don't reach our standards. We can judge them. We can look down on them and think we're better than them. Therefore, I think this is also about recognizing times when we can wing it and say, F it. To start something new without any idea of the outcomes, you start it because you feel the inspiration, or just taking a wild and crazy trip somewhere, like a spontaneous road trip, just being disorderly every now and again because you can. Consider your own childhood. Did you get to explore the world around you, or were you highly restricted? Were you given freedom, or were your parents overly strict? Did you go on any holidays, vacations? Did you travel far away from home? What could you learn about? What was the belief system like? Perhaps you were raised in a religious household and you still stay true to your morals and your principles, or perhaps you don't really practice what you preach. Still, during times in adulthood when we are being overly reckless, for example, maybe it is useful to explore the freedom you had or did not have as a child. This is how Sagittarius shows up in our charts. It points to the times when we began to venture out and go further. The stages of our development when we expand, travel, question, and search for meaning. Stages when we see ourselves as separate from others, but we also see how we are connected by something bigger, by a higher power or by a religious belief system, for example. But this is also about being able to change our beliefs, how our morals and our beliefs can be shaped, how they are shaped, and how they are also reshaped. And so, it is from our Sagittarius house that we grow. We welcome abundance and prosperity. It is within our Sagittarius house that we add to our identity. We further our awareness and we question the very meaning of existence. We reach the stage along our self-discovery journey that focuses on searching for something further, for something beyond ourselves. Much like archers aim and shoot, Sagittarius in your chart represents the part of you that aims for greatness. Okay then, Cosmic Warriors, so that concludes my video talking all about the symbol of Sagittarius. Please let me know if you found this video to be helpful today. Did you learn something new? I would really appreciate your feedback, and like you, I am always learning. And all of the sources that I used in this video will be in the description box down below. I also just want to say a big thank you to my patrons over at Patreon. Thank you so much for your support. And as always, let me know your thoughts and your opinions on today's video as well. But with all of that being said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And of course, if you would like to see more videos from myself and you have not yet subscribed, then make sure that you click that subscribe button and also give this video a like if you did like it today. And I will be back with another video very, very soon.